don't know how I'm gonna do this another day, but when you look into my eyes, it gives me strength, and I'll stay with you when the night gets too dark, and I'll stay with you when you can't lift your arms. I'll hold you up, I'll stay with you, 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 no matter what, in darkest nights, I'll always be by your side. No matter what, in darkest nights, I'll always be by your side. No matter what, in darkest nights, I'll always be by your side. By your side, and I'll stay with you when the night gets too dark, and I'll stay with you when you can't lift your arms. I'll hold you up, and I'll stay with you.
Hello, hello, hello. I hope you are having a good weekend. I'm going to keep this stream below an hour, even though I've got a lot to go over. Hello, hello, whoever just come in. Please hit the thumbs up. I've got a lot to go over, but I'm going to stay under an hour tonight. Let me put up my disclaimer. Fair use disclaimer. I have over 675 subscribers, more than 695. I have more than 700 videos now. And effect on market value of the videos I'm using. The use of copyrighted material on our website does not in any way diminish or affect the market value of the original work. So, sorry, I dropped my false teeth a little while ago, and I got stuff in my mouth. Yes, I rinsed them off. They just didn't rinse all out. Okay, so everything in this video. Oh, you can't see that. Stop sharing. Okay, so I'm going to share screen. Window. This one? This one. Ah, I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. Okay. So now yesterday we were in Salty Lunatics, and she was explaining the difference between, I'm calling the beautiful bluebirds, which is the hate channels. Why do I say that? I heard you ask me. Because think of a blue jay. Blue jays are absolutely one of God's most beautiful birds, but they are meaner than crap. So that's why the beautiful bluebirds, better than saying the hate channels. And it compliments them. Says they're beautiful bluebirds. But it also says they're mean and nasty. So anyway, she was explaining the beautiful bluebirds against the green team and what she thinks about it. But we had to end the channel because one of the persons on our in our chat said they got a notification that another content creator was going live. And I forgot to ask her if the content creator was going live now or in 30 minutes. So I ended my stream early so that we could go over to the other content creators. And we had 30 minutes to take a potty break and get something to drink and whatever before the other creator actually did go live. But that's okay. That's okay. I appreciate when I'm notified that other creators that I like to follow is going live, because that way I am not overlapping the top of them and trying to take their viewers. And tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time would be 8 o'clock East Coast, 9 o'clock Mountain, 10 o'clock West Coast, that time thing. So in 1 hour from now, no, I'm sorry, that's wrong. It's 8 o'clock East Coast, 7 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Mountain, and 5 o'clock West Coast, which is out California and California and Oregon, Washington. But Wyoming and Utah and Nevada and all that is going to be 6 o'clock. I'm going to be 7 o'clock. And then Sebastian Rogers' father, is going live in 1 hour. Okay. So I'm going to end my stream before that. It is currently 6:06 on March the 29th, 2025. And we're going to be listening to Salty Lunatic.
Child should ever have to pick between two parents.
Let's back up just a minute.
For me, starting out with this case, because no child should ever have to pick between two parents. And for me, being a grown adult, feeling like I have to choose between two parents, I know that Sebastian must feel that way. And there's been so many times when I've wanted to run away from this case. I wanted to just hightail it and run away from the whole family and everybody involved. And I know if I felt that way, I gotta imagine that Sebastian felt that way. I gotta imagine that boy wanted to run away so bad. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. And a lot of times,
did you see that?
Do on social media.
Can you see this right here? It's Granny's watching Salty Lunatics. And Granny's watching says, it's so sad it didn't remain Team Sebastian. You know what? She's one of the people that's the reason it didn't remain Team Sebastian. She's one of the people that separated the teams, and she became one. She was one of the first beautiful Blue Jays, as far as I'm concerned.
From the whole family and everybody involved. And I know if I felt that way, I gotta imagine that Sebastian felt that way. I gotta imagine that boy wanted to run away so bad. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. And a lot of times, what we do on social media is a reflection of our own inner psychology. Okay. We are here on the internet doing our thing, talking our thing, but as we do, we process our own struggles, our own traumas, our own griefs, with everything we do. Okay, and I know that I was a victim of parental alienation. Both my parents fought. They wanted me to pick sides, and it was very difficult for me to be stuck in the middle of two parents who were constantly fighting. And I know myself, I ran away many a times as a child growing up. I'm the type of person, I just want to be friends.
But Sebastian didn't run away. Not in my opinion, Sebastian did not run away. And this person, ITCH, please, she says, no, it don't. No. What does it say? Most don't want to pick, but yes, mob mentality is forcing the community to choose. Now, in my opinion, it's not mob mentality that's forcing us to choose. It's our morals. Those of us who have good morals and like to do the right thing are Green Team, Team Sebastian. That's my opinion. The people that have low morals and are easily influenced are beautiful Blue Jays. It's just the way it is. And it's sad. Hi, Reality Wins. Hi, sweetheart. I love you. Thank you for being here. We're noticing what other creators are putting up here on Salty's stream here. This lady says that this, itch please lady says most don't want to pick, but yes, mob mentality is forcing the community to choose. And like I said, it's not mob mentality, it's our morals. If we got good morals, we're Green Team, Team Sebastian. If we don't have good morals and we have low standards and we're easily influenced, then we're over there on the beautiful Blue Jays team, supporting them. And some people, it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't mean you have low morals or low standards if you go over and watch what is being said on the other channels. There's nothing wrong with that. You're free to go where you want to go. It doesn't mean you're a bad person if you're on this side or a bad person if you're on this side. It just means that you're trying to see what's being said on both sides so you can form your own opinion of how you want to believe things are happening. And that's just fine.
With everybody. I don't want no drama. I don't want to fight with nobody. I really just want to get along with everybody. But I was introduced to a woman on TikTok by the name of Barbecue Lady. Now, when I first was introduced to Barbecue Lady, it was because a lot of people were talking negatively about this girl. Never heard of her before, but there was a lot of talk on the TikTok streets about, stay away from Barbecue Lady. Barbecue Lady is trouble. I remember and I reached out to them and, gave my condolences for their loss. And
Sorry.
Chris
I don't know
asked
what
me,
happened there.
why did I,
In my back?
start believing that he was innocent or whatever. Basically told him that I just,
In my back? It shows me on my screen. Stop cam. Start cam. There we go. It's working now. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
It's red flags all across the board that I don't really trust anybody. There was a chat group on Facebook that I had been invited into, and then by Christopher and I was only in it for a very short period of time, and I was quickly removed from this Facebook group. And it was odd to me because Christopher had told me part of the reason why was because of my association with Barbecue Lady, which I thought was really, really odd. Didn't quite understand why that caused him not to want to talk to me, but I did find that very, very odd. So from that on, I never really spoke to Christopher again. Never had any interaction with him again. And
So Chris Proudfoot stopped talking to Salty because she was friends with Barbecue. This Barbecue person must be a pretty awful person. Must be a pretty awful person. Now, I don't know her. I've never, other than what I put in our first video, I don't know anything about her.
that was pretty much it as far as that. And I met Barbecue, and I wasn't sure.
That's not me. That is Salty's. She's out in. Yeah, he invited Salty to a chat group and on Facebook. And when he found out Salty was friends with Barbecue, he told Salty to get out, and she's never talked to him again. I'll back it up and show you. Probably about right here.
From the whole family and everybody involved. And I know if I felt that way, I gotta imagine that Sebastian felt that way. I gotta imagine that boy wanted to run away so bad. By Christopher, and I was only in it for trouble. I remember at one point in time, it was really, really odd because I reached out to the Proudfoots. You guys sort of know I made them a wood burn for Sebastian. And I reached out to them and, gave my condolences for their loss. And I talked to Chris. Chris asked me, why did I, start believing that he was innocent or whatever. Basically told him that I just, I see red flags all across the board.
She says, "Oh, Lord, CP, you really have me questioning everything about you, sir, and not in a good light either. Is this one other thing I should be clipping for Brittany?"
I don't really trust anybody. There was a chat group on Facebook that I had been invited into, and then by Christopher, and I was only in it for a very short period of time, and I was quickly removed from this Facebook group. And it was odd to me because Christopher had told me part of the reason why was because of my association with Barbecue Lady, which I thought was really, really odd. Didn't quite understand why that caused him not to want to talk to me, but I did find that very, very odd. So from that on, I never really spoke to Christopher again. Never had any interaction with him again. And, that was pretty much it as far as that.
Okay, reality, pull yourself up off the floor now. Hi, brown eye girls. Reality's falling out, finding out that Chris Proudfoot knew Salty. So, yeah. But when he found out that Salty was friends with Barbecue, he quit talking to Salty. Kicked her out of the chat group that he invited her to.
And I met Barbecue, and I wasn't sure what it was that everybody was disliking about her. So I went with my own judgment, and I really just feel her outburst for myself and see what I felt, like what do I think about her? And I did, I reached out to her. I was like, what's going on? Why is everybody not like you? And I don't know, I'm turning to robot. The sound is starting to stop. Let me know if it gets better or worse. So I got here. She was really nice. She was really nice to me from the get-go.
Okay, that says, I'm sad what went on between Moon and Irish. I'm sorry, I'm lost. I don't know. Did something bad happen between Moon and Irish? This here from Crystal Goidry, whatever, says, yeah, Granny, it's not fair to have you or Barbecue name in all that drama. Very sad. Sorry you're going through all that. Excuse me, but wasn't it nobody's Granny's watching and Barbecue Lady that started all the drama? And now they're saying they don't want them in the drama? Okay, I'm confused. Now let me see what you guys are talking about. Brown Eyes, to be honest, I'm very hurt, confused, and asking questions why all the back and forth continues. Now just Irish and Shady are being slammed. What? We've been working on my website all day, and now I don't know anything that's going on. I told my husband, he says his truck's in the shop getting worked on before he can come home tonight. And he says, I'm getting a headache because I can't take my truck and go eat. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I said, but I got to go live at 6 o'clock. He said, okay, you go live and I'm going to go rest my headache. Because we've been working on we can't get the shipping and the mailing and go right from orders on my website so that we can actually he's hoping to have my site live by April 1st. So, okay, so I think when Seth goes live, I'm going to stay out of the chat. Don't want to see the negative comments towards him. And then Reality says she went after Sinner too. Nan, it's horrible. Now Britt will be attacked by the haters again. Oh my word. That's not fair. Brittany, it doesn't sound like Brittany's involved in it. And then Brown Eye says, Irish and Shady being slammed by who? Moon? Oh, that's right. Seth goes live soon. Yeah, I'm going to end my live before 7 o'clock. I'll be in the bushes too. Oh, Nan, it all gets organized for you. It'll all get organized for you. Yes. Okay. Oh, my goodness. I like to watch the chat, but it's really hard to watch the chat when you're watching Seth because you can't focus on chat because it's rolling so fast and I lose what's being said on the screen, what Seth and Tony are saying, and I just get lost. So it's hard for me to watch the chat, but I try, and I don't chat because, well, last time I couldn't chat because I hadn't been a member long enough. But, okay, I'm going to get back to this. I'm really sorry about Moon and Shady and Irish and whoever else is what's going on. But right now it's Sebastian.
From sure, Tammy was inviting me to their lives, constantly be lives, and we left for you
until the 26th at 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
Well, back up. Okay, it's about to.
All of the green team is Team Sebastian, but there are people that only. But I agree with what.
By Christopher, and I was only in it for a very short period of time, and I was quickly removed from this Facebook group, and it was odd to me because
I have heard you on Brittany's panel, when people start attacking Brittany. I have heard you, Miss Reality, get upset, and I have heard you to what sounded like you were at the point of tears. And yes, Sebastian's army. Sebastian's army. It's all about Sebastian's army.
Christopher told me part of the reason why was because of my association with Barbecue Lady, which I thought was really, really odd. Didn't quite understand why that caused him not to want to talk to me, but I did find that very, very odd.
But I agree with what she's saying. There shouldn't be a team. Okay, Team Seth is Green Team. The Beautiful Blue Jays are the Proudfoot team. And then there's Sebastian team. And as far as I'm concerned, if you want to know where I'm at, I'm like,
I agree with you, Reality. She is
okay,
a
you
very
might say
beautiful person, and she
like,
cares.
I'm 100% team to Sebastian. I am not going to favor.
Ignore the fact that I forgot to put my teeth in before I started talking. That's why I sound funny in this video. But yes, I agree. I'm very passionate and I care for Brittany so much. She's a beautiful person. I agree with you so much, Reality, and she cares. She cares about her, the people that are members in her chats, the people that are there and not members. She doesn't care if a person can afford a membership or can't afford a membership. She doesn't care if you bounce back and forth from the Beautiful Blue Jays to the Green Team. As long as you don't talk crap about her, she'll give you the shirt off her back. That was salty talking, really, but now it's me talking and I didn't have my teeth in. What happened with Moon and Irish has nothing to do with Britt, but they will attack her. Oh, let me tell you what happened today. It has nothing to do with this. I went to an estate sale, and it was a half-off day on the estate sale. And I found this couch, and it was like just longer than a love seat, okay? It was really nice brown, and I'm switching furniture in my living room because I have this big L-shaped sectional. It like takes up my living room, and with my fireplace being in the middle of the wall, I have no place to put it because I have two entrances to my kitchen. So there's no place to put it unless I block the big opening that opens my front of my living room. So I found this cute little couch, and they had it for $10. And it was half off day, so I paid $5 for this couch. My son and I start to load it in the truck, and with my ribs, I couldn't lift it. And I'm like, why is it so heavy? So we took the cushions off, thinking maybe we could tip it over. It's a hide-a-bed, and the mattress is still in the original package, and I paid $5 for this hide-a-bed. It's in the back of my truck because my son and I cannot get it into the house. So when my husband gets home tonight, we're bringing it in. I'm getting a new couch. I get that, man. My daughter has some issues. Angela Clips and Giggles came in running her mouth. I blocked her for 24 hours. Are you a mod, Brown Eye Girls, in Brittany's chat? I didn't know you. Or did you block her from you? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Okay, let's see what Salty has to say. Or actually what I have to say about Salty.
Either side, I will pull out.
I know, $5 for a hide-a-bed with brand new couch.
Like, and the whole purpose for this video is,
oh, okay.
I agree, there should not be separate teams. It should all be Team Sebastian, is the way I feel. But it's like you're being forced to choose one side or the other. And at the end of the day, it should all be Team Sebastian. So that's the way I feel. But I guess if I had to be...
Hi, Jerry and Kara for life. It's nice to meet you. I guess I've seen you in somebody's chat, but I wasn't I didn't really know. But hi, Reality. How are you, hon? Hi, Brown Eye Girls. Hope everyone is doing well today. We are doing, as far as, well, there's discussion going on that I wasn't a part of when it happened. But the green team about Sebastian is his favorite color. Yes, it is. Green is also my favorite color. And I have my green porch light on. And it never gets turned off. It's plugged into a separate plug-in so that it is on, sitting in a chair all the time. If somebody comes to visit and they want to sit down, they ain't moving that. It's staying in. I might move it because I just bought my husband this gorgeous eagle table. I don't know if I have a picture of it. Let's see. I don't know. Can you see that? It's a glass top table and it's an eagle and it's at a fountain. In the back of it, it has this little water thing and it's a fountain and I only paid $75 for it. So I might put my green lamp on top of that on my front porch so I could plug the fountain in and have the fountain going under. I think that would be pretty. So that's in 30 minutes. Just got my first notification. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and listen to this.
Put on a team. I guess it should all be Team Sebastian. So that's the way I feel. But I guess if I had to be put on a team.
Thank you.
I guess if we all had to be put on one team or the other, anybody who is Team Sebastian,
Oh,
Sebastian
okay.
only,
Okay, I got it.
they would basically be green team. I mean, the green team, it doesn't split into green team and Team Sebastian. All of the green team is Team Sebastian, but there are people that only focus on Sebastian. They don't focus on the other content creators. That's what I mean by Team Sebastian. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. This is Elevated Truth. This is Cluminati. This is Queen Bee. This is this is Granny's watching, and I don't know who this is. And Chris Proudfoot's fixing to come up on screen.
Oh, I thought like that.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
We can hear you.
Brenna Girls, on Friday nights, her husband's off work, so they go out to eat supper. And on Saturday nights, she goes to Oklahoma to visit 3 of her 4 daughters. And on Sunday nights, she's usually back with us, but she's going back to work. She's been off work for 2 months, and she gets to go back to work this Sunday. So I don't know when we'll get to see her again. Ruining my dinner. Just kidding, man. I'm sorry. I made homemade spaghetti sauce tonight with my spaghetti, and I made the pan so full that I only used half of it for my spaghetti. So we put it in the freezer, so next time I make spaghetti, all I got to do is warm up the sauce. Yay. Our grocery store had pork roasts this big. They were like 8.9 pounds, and they were like $20, and they had them buy one, get one free. Guess who bought 2? Told my husband, I said, you gonna smoke this for me?
That's what's up, man.
What's going on? I want to know what this talk that somebody.
Reality, who's this woman down here in the bottom corner?
Was in that neighborhood the night Sebastian was missing, or the night before. That's not what was said.
This is Clue.
What was said was, you said that your truck's Wi-Fi was in the cart when the cart team did their thing on the 25th or the 26th.
I don't like refried beans, but that's the taco sounds good. We're having smoked pork chops.
So that would have been the 26th when I got to my house. That's what we said.
That's what we said.
exactly what we said.
Yeah, I said it has to have been when he was coming home from the work site.
That's what was said.
My truck wasn't in the
Who is this woman right here? I don't know who this woman is.
area, the vicinity. The FBI knows this. So don't speak of my truck being in that vicinity, that area, until the 26th at 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
That's what we said.
Well, not the time frame, but.
Not the time frame, we didn't know the time. But what we said was that they did it for the 25th and the 26th. So it's just as much likely that it was when he came in after Sebastian went missing.
Yeah, and that's why I was confused, because I was like, what? And then that's why I said it had to have been when he came home.
Well, see, the problem is because you get a bunch of people out here, you say one thing, you mean one thing, and this, that, and another, and then it runs wild like a fucking
Here we go.
It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's Rowena.
And here we are. We're 10 months into this. We got no leads. We got nothing. But yet we got another team over here that's out here just throwing shade left and right and a bunch of crap.
That's what we're talking about. We think it's very dangerous. People are being thrown under the bus and nobody seems to fucking care. Who's in the back chat?
I have no idea. Hold on.
It's that fucking psycho. Under Chris's name, too.
Yeah. I see it in the back chat, yeah.
So who is this person?
I do. That's the person that's attached to that woman that accused you, Blue, of having something
I
to
have
do
no
with
idea
that.
who it is, to be honest.
What the hell's her name again? She was making those anti-sex videos.
Momming it up.
She went nuts on us, remember?
Oh, mom, you talking about mom and dad?
Oh, yeah. That's her name in the back right now.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, even if you just said, I'm psycho, LMFAO. Yep, if you psycho, fuck me. Chris, tell them to let MK Ultra in.
And you need to finish.
Well, I've
It ain't my show to control who gets in and who gets out.
I wouldn't let them in for anything. Those people are fucking.
So I'm not even gonna pay attention to that. What I want to talk about is what we're doing up here, right? The point of this situation is that all of the bullshit has got to fucking stop. All of it. The putting shit behind the scenes for creators to talk about. Seth needs to stop it. Chris and Katie need to stop it.
Well, hold on. Let me stop you there because we ain't putting stuff out behind the scenes.
Bullshit.
Well, Chris, can I
What
answer
are we
you about
what are we putting up behind the
Hey,
scenes?
Chris, don't put me in this position. Don't do it. Do not pull my man card.
Now, right here, excuse me. I've said it before, but nobody's listened to me. This up right here in the top corner is elevated truth. Now, he's fixing to say, don't make me pull my man card, which means, and they've already said that behind the scenes talking. Now,
Okay.
and what elevated truth is just about to say leads me to believe that he needs to be hauled in to the law enforcement office and interrogated and questioned because he knows more about him. And he's admitting it right now. He knows what happened to Sebastian. In my opinion, that is only my opinion. And if when Sebastian's found, he, in my opinion, because he knows, is going to be just as guilty as the stepfather right here. Now let's listen.
Chris, don't pull my man card and put me in this position.
I ain't pulling anybody's man card.
Chris, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do not put me in this position.
Well, the way you're making it sound is a little odder than it may be true. So maybe instead of getting like that with him, because he may not know what you're referring to, because to be
Yes, he
honest,
does.
But it's for Sebastian, right?
I'm not up here to have an issue with you, Chris. I just sat here and said, I don't think you have anything to do with the disappearance of your stepson. But do not put me in the position of you saying that there's not shit being pushed behind closed doors when you know damn well there has been.
I'm gonna tell you right now, there ain't a thing out there that we're afraid of. We
I don't think there is
anything. Hold on. Let me finish. Because this isn't about fucking size. Once again, when all these creator can get past.
Did you hear Truth? He said there's things going on behind closed doors that nobody knows about. This man knows what those things are. This man needs to come out with the truth, or this man needs to be going and getting interrogated. And this man needs to be going and getting interrogated. In my opinion, they're not going to get the truth out of this one, but I think they would get the truth out of this one. Just my opinion.
Past this shit and finally focus back on Sebastian, then the case might go somewhere. But it won't go anywhere if everybody is out here putting different narratives out there that don't need to be out there.
We all agree on that.
Right, but that includes everybody, Chris.
Yeah, that includes everybody. And I'm going to tell you something. If you come at me sideways, or you come at my family sideways, you can bet your tail that when we bring the proof, it's proof.
But he never brings the proof.
Well, that's the thing, Chris. No one is
I don't
accusing
rotate people. I bring the proof. That's the difference.
You ain't showed a single receipt.
what.
Whatever. If y'all want to come out and say some shit, come out and say it.
Who has said what?
Did you see last night's live on Brits? We went over another panel similar to this information. I did not. Sadly, I fell asleep right after Brittany's second live started. I didn't get to see it. It played on my phone and on my TV, but I fell asleep. That was the first night in a year I got to sleep without my Silver Shepherd. And my other German Shepherd was taking his place, but they don't sleep the same on the bed. So when I finally fell asleep, it was just like I was out.
Are you worried about someone saying? Like,
It does.
I don't know
That's
how
the
much
problem.
you said.
Because you all come out and say different things. You all have your little riddle ways of putting shit out there.
I think you're confusing us with different people. Never have we done riddles.
Yeah, we're down to one
Turned
person.
out there yesterday or the other
Which
day.
one of y'all lit? Reality or Brown Eyes? For Jerry.
Chris, open that can.
I don't have the exact quote on me, okay?
Well, if you're going to accuse me on my panel, you're going to back it up.
Well, I know who
didn't
didn't leave.
If I had the exact quote, I would give it to you.
What was it about?
In regards to whether or not Katie was there or her going to the school looking for Sebastian.
You mean my question of?
Oh, wake up on saying that the truth will come out. It always does, always will. And we keep on saying that whomever knows inside information, they're all being looked at. So does that mean truth is being looked at? Elevated Truth. What is his name? What is Elevated Truth's real name? I think he's just as guilty. I really do. Because if he has broke bread with the Proudfoots and sat at their table and talked to them, he knows way more than what he's saying. And he just led on to that, in my opinion.
Why did Katie go to the school? Is it because Sebastian had maybe missed the bus and had walked there at some point? You're upset about that?
The way it was projected made it sound like you're questioning why did she even go to the school in the first place?
That's exactly what I was asking. Why?
Because she's a mother who has a son that goes to that school.
Right.
Why wouldn't you?
Why didn't she stop at the school and go inside the building and say, has Sebastian come to the school yet? She just zipped right on through that parking lot like it was another side street.
Go to the school and look for your kid.
I would
That was
go.
my why.
I would there too. I would have done
My
the
question.
Okay, my question is, yes, she went to the school, but she only drove through the parking lot. She never stopped and went inside the school to find out if her son was there.
Isn't that what I
didn't
just
she
said?
do that? That's my question.
It was. Not my question was there a history of of Sebastian walking to school, which is why she first thought, let me go to the school. Now,
Okay.
you took that as me being disrespectful. That wasn't what it was. It was, why was her first thought go to the school? It's a simple question.
Right. It's a simple answer to think about too.
Okay,
It's
so
a Monday.
That really hurts when I sneeze like that.
So, just like any other parent out there, you have children.
I agree,
But
Brown
you do
Eyed.
the exact same thing.
I mean, if my child was missing, I would be out screaming from the rooftop for it.
And you're saying that she's not.
But he's
I'm
not supposed to be
absolutely
at school
saying
at
she's
6
not out screaming
a.m.
from the rooftop for her child.
What you don't know happens behind closed doors.
That's not screaming from the rooftops.
Wait a minute.
No one can hear.
The problem is every time that somebody comes out and does something or says something, it gets twisted and turned in such a negative light. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter.
That's true, 100%. I don't disagree with you on that. But when
I mean, you're out here saying this.
Hold on. No, I'm out here saying this because I've said that. Hold on. I've said this to you and Katie
In
personally.
15 minutes.
You have, Truth.
Okay,
You don't
then I'm not-
understand.
hold on,
If you're not
hold on.
here in this situation,
Hold
you're not
on.
seeing the whole.
See, Chris won't let nobody talk. He's going to interrupt everybody and not let anybody say anything. And Chris isn't saying a dadgum word. He says a lot of words to say absolutely nothing. And yes, I'm going to see how much more of this there is. But I'm going to let go in time for everybody to be able to go to the bathroom and get a drink of, because I need a new glass of tea and get ready to go watch. I'm going to get away from my computer where I've been sitting all day long working on my new website. I'm going to be selling products off my website. Yay, I'm so excited. Let me show you one of my newest. It's right here. I got this at an estate sale today for $7. $7. It was wherever it came from. It was originally $25, and they got it at some place called Trevor's for $20. Anyway, so who likes what? Who likes turtles? Who likes sunflowers? Who likes dogs? Who likes cats? I can set you up. If you like birds, I can set you up. Okay, let's see what's going on.
Hold on. Now, when I had that conversation with you, was it one conversation, 10 conversations?
I think we've had several conversations.
Okay. Now, did I ever have that conversation with you with any ill intent whatsoever?
No.
Okay.
Not
So
well.
why are you mad?
Let me.
Why are you mad? Because I'm asking questions. Because I'm mad.
Hold on.
You want
Well, let me answer your
Sebastian to be
question.
home.
I mean, let me answer your question.
To be fair,
So, automatically, my phone has been blowing up ever since you started talking about my truck.
That's because
So it's shit like that.
nobody's granny was texting him saying, you need to get up on panel.
I said exactly what you
Yes, I
just
do
said.
find the daily deals.
Are you gonna let me finish?
If you'll listen to what I say and repeat it,
I was
Chris,
trying to, but I was trying to finish my statement.
all right, go ahead, Chris.
So
My
I
daughter
told
likes
you this
fairies and
before,
butterflies too. Oh,
and the cat's out of the bag.
hold on.
FBI looked into me a long time ago. They tracked my whereabouts with no problem. So when you come out here and somebody makes a statement, and then once again, like I said before, you say something and 50,000 people take it and they run.
And my
with it,
shoes I got.
You can bet your sweet ass.
They got
this
butterflies
conversation
on
will be
them.
twisted within less than probably an hour of the show being over, if not twisted now.
It's twisted. Oh, somebody lied. Somebody lied.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It doesn't matter how people, twist it, right? Like, they're going to
For
twist
you, it doesn't matter because you're not living this life that we live.
Are you gonna let me
It's pretty
finish?
simple.
Are you gonna let me finish?
Nope.
Because I'm listening to you, right? You cannot come on here and act like I'm doing something wrong because I'm paying attention to you and Katie. Then you have no problem with everybody throwing shade at Seth. You have no problem with that. Okay?
Amen,
You can't
truth.
come on here and pick apart something I'm saying because you don't agree with it now, but you sit there and have no problem with
I
people
got
attacking Seth.
Roses.
When I gave you
But I can't show you because I'd have to
I know
expose
you,
myself.
I gave you the truth.
What truth? What truth?
I told you about my truck.
Is that not what I just said on my live? I literally said what you said. So why are you arguing with me about that?
Hey, Edward.
Because there's a lot of questions about it. Because
That has nothing to do with me. I said word for word what you said.
no, you didn't. Because it wasn't, well, my truck would have been there the 25th or 26th.
That's not what I said.
There is no question about me on the 25th.
Can't tell him that I love Sebastian. It makes me sick to hear people.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there because this goes into I'm not sure if this is no sense. I think this was nonsense and she was doing something about Brittany. So we'll start there tomorrow. But thank y'all for being here. I appreciate every one of you. Let's go get ready to watch Seth. I know he's got something really important to say. And do something nice for someone, even if it's just make them smile and get Locker. Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow.